116. Get that 116.
Yeah, got that 116.
Yeah.
Got it. 116 3rd Street, right? Me, Reverend Andy Williams, and of course, Miss Josie Roy. And we're at the Progressive Club right here in Newcastle today. And we just want to get a little bit of history for Delaware Info now. So before we start our tour, sir, can you give us a little history about this club?
Well, yes, sir. We are very proud of this club and the property here that was purchased for the blacks in 1945 by Miss Lydia Garnett and the community, to have a place for blacks to come and conjugate with their families and children. We had a ballpark over here to my left. That used to be the Progressive Ballpark League for the young people. We have the tennis court in back of us. We have basketball courts and then all the rides and things that children would like to ride on down here at the Battery Park.
At the Battery Park, and we're right down here.
It's nice to be here with you. Thank you so much for coming and to share with Reverend Williams and I about this historic place, a place where we grew up, a place that is very important to us, a place as African American children was the only place that we could go to play, to be together. So we want to just get all the support to make sure that this Progressive Club stays here. We're asking for people to come down and see the Progressive Club. We need your support. We want to make sure that it stays here for our children. It's a place where we grew up, and look at us. So I just want to say, first of all, to Reverend Williams, thank you so much. He's very dedicated, committed to make sure that the Progressive Club moves forward. And so with your help, your support.
And we're going to definitely make sure that we get this on YouTube so that everybody knows about 116 3rd Street. Is that correct?
Yes.
116 3rd Street, Newcastle, the Progressive Club.
Yes.
Right. So with your help, support, and others, we can make sure that we move forward and such a historic place stays here in our community.
That the lot we have over here is 1.4 acres, and it's just a vision of mine to maybe have a senior living home here, and in the bottom have an area where you can do weddings, let it be all glass, where it can look out into the river. And we are really looking for an investor, that might be interested in doing something like that. And we work out the logistics of
yes, sir,
of everything, and keep this, in the black community. We not say we run it, but they would run it and have our name on it, and let it always be a place that will, provide educational avenues for children, and not just blacks, but it's open to everybody. It always has been.
Yes, sir.
It was a tutoring. We tutored so many children here under Miss Clark, who she's no longer with us here in Delaware. She's in Washington. She's 90-some years old.
Wow, God bless her.
She dedicated her life to this place, and we just don't want it to go to naught.
There you go.
We're looking for your support and your help, and if it's any investors listen, contact us.
All right, we're now inside the Progressive Club in Newcastle, and we got some famous Black Americans right there. All right, I'll follow you.
Okay. And a lot of the, public officials are very aware of all the activities and things. They have received many awards, Ms. Clark and the Progressive Club, down through the years. So they understand the impact that the Progressive Club have had on this whole area. And they service kids, from Buttonwood, Dunleaf, and Wilmington that came from all over. And we are so grateful for the support we got from the University of Delaware with the volunteers that would come
Yes,
and
sir.
work with the children, and not just them, other teachers and people in and around the community that came and helped and to make this a very successful program.
All right. Well, is there anything in here now that any programs you're running out now?
We at this time we don't have any programs running because we're trying to get the building in condition so we can do that, and then you know, we have to get our insurance and all of that
Sure.
going before we can do that, because money ran out. We had to do a lot of work on the building that you know, caused us to not have the money that we need to do that.
Right.
And
you are still incorporated, is that
yeah,
correct?
we're still incorporated.
Excellent, excellent. That's very good. All right, I guess we go out to the back.
Yeah, well, where you're standing is the front room. And of course, this is more or less the dining room. In here, Jakim, this is where we spent a lot of time growing up. We would have different events in here for the kids and all. So this room means so much to us.
Gotcha.
Because this is more or less like where the kids were and where they had the events for us. So, but the whole place is really historic to us. And out of here, and Reverend Williams can attest to that, lawyers, doctors, preachers, educators have came out of this building due to art with it that we received as young kids.
Right, right.
And not only that, Dave May, who was one of the first black professional ball players,
Yeah, okay.
used to play right out on this field.
All right.
You know, and I'm glad to. I say he was my cousin, and then I want to put a plug in because Josie's father, we called him Chicken Roy,
Okay.
and he just, you know, he was like a chicken because he kept all the young people right up underneath of him. We all loved him, and he was our baseball manager. I was one of the captains at that time.
Yes, sir.
And I spent a lot of time with him. And, you know, we just have a lot of rich history here
Yes, sir.
in Old Newcastle.
All right. Pupil rooms.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're on our way upstairs. Still at the Progressive Club in Newcastle. 116 East of 3rd Street, as Josie said. All right. All right. So this is where you had the computers at?
This was one of the rooms
Oh, okay.
that they used for mainly the kids here. They came in as, with their tutors here.
Looked like the floor was already done again.
Yeah, this here was done. The walls,
Gotcha.
everything was done. You know.
All right.
This room is great.
Watch your step, Jakim.
Okay, got it.
Oh wow, this is going on. Yeah.
Oh man, this reminds me of my grandmother's place. Old school with that old school
Yeah.
carpet, right?
This was one of our computer rooms. We had all computers all around here, and
So this is also part of the building that we want to get redone or restored,
Yeah.
so that it could be another mainstay in the community.
Yeah.
right.
Another room back there.
Right,
And
another
then
room.
This was also a computer room. We had computers here, and you know, and everything here.
Right, right. All right. Well, we got it. And as you see, there's need for help because we need to.
Well, like we had a Labor Day, we had a cookout at Lum's Pond,
Oh, okay.
which it was started by the late Diane Bungie, who was another one of my cousins, and we had about 500 people there.
All
and
right.
we cook all this fish and everything. We just come together as a community, church, and family and friends every Labor Day down to Lum's Pond.
Okay.
So
Nice.
A lot of things. We try to maybe store some things here to help for that picnic.
Got it. A rich history here
Yes.
that should be preserved, and we should bring it back to life. And you know, we're going to request that everybody who sees the video or whatever, that we probably get something going to try to get this, and also see if we can get an investor to build on the land outside so that we can actually have something. That's the ultimate goal, right?
Right, that's the
to bring
ultimate
this
goal.
back to glory.
Yes.
All right.
And to preserve our history.
Right, you speaking truth to power. I love it. I love it. Speak truth to power.
Yes.
All right, and thank you again for coming here. And thank you for allowing me to make this tour.